It'd be cool if he had more phases and did other stuff.
I think maybe Conch may have some. Yeah, it does.
Oh, sweet baby Jesus. Yeah, there we go. Set for the fight.
Okay. I'll save it that we have the blood.
Why was Ming Zhao so awful?
I don't know. Like, I don't know if we just were terribly spec'd to beat her, or like we had the right weapons, but
I guess she's just the OG of China.
Apparently what we needed to do was maybe just put a whole bunch of fucking points into gun skill and then take her
I mean, we do have a lot of points we never spent any on. We still do. We could dump it all into stamina for if we felt like it.
Just beat him down. It's the final boss. Fuck it. Everything seems to be combat oriented.
Sure, why not? We're actively smashing him with the weed whacker.
Brawl was bare hand, so that's not gonna do us any good.
Yeah, we bailed on the bare hand. Jackie fights exclusively with the bush cutter.
Unless we're like ripping off a bear's hand and using that, I don't think we're gonna get much from that.
I'm so disappointed there weren't any other bare-handed weapons.
I'm disappointed there weren't bears.
I mean, we got werewolves. It's kind of close.
I mean, bears seem like they'd still be kind of a threat to vampires. Are you stuck in the staircase, buddy?
No, he's exactly where he wants to be.
I mean, werewolves were pretty fucking scary and spooky. Where's the werebear? Those are usually the most fucking scary things in fucking lore.
That would be pretty spooky.
Because those things are just fucking tanks, man.
I like how he just has kind of the katana moveset.
I wonder if World Darkness contains werebears.
You know, it'd be cool if you got to a certain phase and then he started moving full speed in the slow time.
Okay, buddy, I'm gonna give you a recommendation. Pop up somewhere else other than behind me.
No, that's just his MO. Sheriff does a lot of damage, but
or was that the vamp? Or those bats that are doing
I think it was him.
Woo. Oh.
I guess the fight is short and to the point, at least. I'm kind of disappointed that we're not seeing anything else here. Oh, here we go!
There we go! The second phase!
This is how a boss fight should be! Yeah! There we go! Yeah, we chose the better boss second.
Okay, this is fun.
Custotian Behemoth.
Now this is epic.
Cairo. Gamers rise up. Also, there's a monster behind you.
Do I need to be shooting you?
Oh my god, it's just little shitty minions. Whoa! He dived. He like bombed you with gas. Are you ready for the bullshit part of the fight, TJ? Did you save? I hope you did.
I decided to go super slow-mo.
Dead.
Okay, that may be...
Hopefully he doesn't get too bad.
Hopefully it won't be bad. This first part was fun. The cool, like, take to a new zone thing was cool. Oh, I guess we'll go ahead and just cut to that part.
Do a brief after these messages.
No. Okay, second phase. Ooh. When do I get that form?
Once you live for 1,000 years and get 1,000 Ventrue brainwashed minions.
Has that guy lived for 1,000?
I don't know,
but he's like 500.
He's pretty fucking tough. This is where Smiling Jack comes in, flying on a jet.
A boat.
A boat. Yeah.
He's flying in on a fucking...
He's flying in on fucking Captain Hook's boat.
He's fucking the legend behind Peter Pan.
He is Captain Hook. And then he's like, kid, you're really fucked up here. Let me just fire. And then he just unloads cannon shells into the flying behemoth.
By throwing them.
Yeah, he just fucking chucks them. Kind of like One Piece.
That was a cool villain.
Villain?
Yeah.
Yes, Luffy's grandpa was the ultimate villain.
Well, he was an opponent, to be fair.
The ultimate
Yeah.
foe.
Look at all that.
You got this, CJ. Now fight him with your 10 health and 5 blood. Do it.
Oh.
Did he chuck a minion at you? What was that? Oh no, that's just a dude. Can you feed on him maybe? No? Hey, can you toss down like some dudes we can feed on? Ow!
Okay,
jeez.
Baby.
Can you feed on him?
I can try.
Cannibalism, go! Oh, he's a slippery one.
Stop running!
You're never gonna catch me!
Okay, what is... Ah. Okay. Maybe I'm just missing something. I'm gonna go around a little.
Yeah. Okay, maybe this guy's your blood source? Get him!
No,
Oh,
he's one of those guys I can't...
Another invincible dude. Run into the back door!
What if I just go inside?
What if I just cower? I bet you didn't account for that. Oh, fuck, it's locked!
You bastard.
He's planned it all out!
You're playing with my... Oh. Okay, so he's just chucking dudes at me. Or bodies, to be fair.
Literally let the bodies hit the floor.
The floor being my face.
God damn it, Sheriff! You fucking emo son of a bitch! Ah! Now you're slowed.
Oh, yay!
Yay!
Okay, this is gonna be... This sounds... It was a cool idea. Now this is getting a little frustrating. Apparently Gunnington is the way to go on this.
Yeah, it feels like in the end this game is better suited for guns. Oh,
What the... What?
maybe we just don't have enough soak. Maybe because we completely ignored that. Why don't you just cheat, give yourself 5 soak and see how it goes from there? How about we do that? Sure, you don't want to cheat.
What are you doing, buddy?
There we go.
There he goes.
You'll never catch me.
What was that?
Clever planning.
Ugh. Okay, get out of this. Oh, jeez. Maybe turn on these flashlights to get the Batman.
What? That is a thing. Can you zap the other guys with it? Yeah, I guess that would be your ranged weapon. That's pretty cool in concept. Sucks about we're so in much pain right now. Also,
What was that?
was that him? Was it an invisible dude? Ah! Well, now you're slow.
I got him. Now we're super slow. There we go. Take this, you stupid bat. This is a boss fight I
Oh,
wanted.
wow. He's actually... Yeah, see, he's not even that bad. This is still an okay fight so far.
Yeah, okay, that was acceptable.
As long as we're doing okay amounts of damage, then it's fine. Oh, I guess you just turn them on and wait for them to fly into it? What exactly? The system is kind of weird. I guess that's it. You just turn on and hope he flies into it, or you lure him into it or something. And then once he flies into it, then you beat the shit out of him. All your melee skill. Ah! You got him! I like how he managed to get a scream off before... Yeah, there you go. Also, watch out for the one dude. I think he's circling
I'm trying
around.
to see if I can get my DPS in order. Ah!
Phase 3? What's happening? Or is he alive? Ah, fuck! Yeah, gun time!
Time to Van Helsing this shit.
Back to hell, you beast! Whoa! Ah! Ah!
That's bullshit!
Oh my god!
I'm stuck in the frozen time.
Spawn of Satan!
Ah!
He's a crafty foe, I tell you.
Okay, listen here, you little shit.
Get him? Yeah! Now what? He's dead, right? Yeah!
I did it! I was
Okay.
stupid. I Van Helsing it.
Okay, that really wasn't that bad. It was.
That was at least acceptable.
It was much better than the other boss fight.
See, if it would have had like a type of environmental thing like that, I would have been completely fine with that fight. In the versus being Zhao. But the fact that it didn't have like a fun little thing like that, it was
trapped
just,
you in a room with unlimited health. Hey!
and that was after it already like made me go through a maze of fighting and fighting and fighting and fighting and fighting, and I was just like, whoa. I was getting pretty wonked out. But I'm gonna throw you out the window.
Hey, LaCroix. Which model are we speaking to?
What the 5 fingers said to the face?
Like sire, like child.
Slap.
I should have killed you that night. How could someone as low as you injure me? You think you've taken everything away. But I still have my soft
Ha.
esophagus.
And I had the key, motherfucker!
You've done all the work for me once again. So much to learn. I thought I had lost it all, but no.
No.
Here you've sailed on a
So is your plan to actually feed on him? And are you actually Super LaCroix actually the leader, not a clone, I guess? I guess those were just other shitty Ventru. I mean, Ventru all look the same, really.
Let's go time, motherfucker.
Give me.
Is this mind control time?
Fuck you!
I said, give me the key.
Points at penis. Fuck you.
Sit
Sit
down,
down.
LaCroix!
Sit down!
Oh, Jesus!
Yeah! Yeah!
Just prison shank him? With like a letter opener?
It can't end like this. Don't you see the Quaijin will kill us all?
We literally just murdered the Quaijin. All of them. They're never coming back. All of China's dead now.
I'll build an empire.
Well, to be fair, she was just a
It won't
representative
end
here.
No, you killed
The
all
big
of
bosses
you
are
killed-
back there.
They're never coming back.
Hmm.
Los Angeles will bend to my will. Just go completely evil.
Apparently I give him the key, I opened it myself, or it's mine. It's all mine. You know what?
Wait,
No.
did you just choose the ending, maybe?
No!
Yeah. Wait.
What's happening? I think you just chose your ending, TJ.
What?
Did you just choose to
I-
open it?
I
You might have
tried
fucked
not
up.
to.
No! It's mine! It's mine!
Wait, what?
Stop!
What? Am I doing it?
I think you chose the bad ending.
Oh no!
You chose the bad ending, motherfucker.
Okay, so this is gonna be bad end, but I'm gonna do my end.
Yay, we
No.
get to see what goes down when shit goes down.
It's mine! It's my right! Stop!
Oh, those eyes.
Jack, you son of a bitch. So does Jack just win in the end? Wait, now what happens?
Now ain't that a beautiful thing? Hey, mess around, buddy. I'm talking to you. You don't really talk much.
So Jack was the ultimate foe from the very beginning. Who would have thought?
Knew what hit him.
Except we kind of knew this.
Sarcophagus out there, and they just tore each other up trying to get to it. Too bad about the kid. Ah, well, you can't call them all.
I tried not to, Jack. I'm not gonna disappoint you this other life.
We go. It is the blood of Cain which makes our fate. Farewell, vampire.
Ah, and that's supposed to be your exit out.
Yeah.
Jackie
which one's my
Chan
body?
chunks everywhere.
Oh, is that one me?
Okay,
Okay.
so that's bad ending.
Bad end.
We'll
We're gonna
try. TJ will try a little better not to get bad end. End sequence. It's literally saved as end sequence.
I tried to do it right.
You did tell.
I tried to
You
say-
did stab LaCroix, so that was pretty cool. Hey, LaCroix.
Maybe-
Like sire, like child.
I had the key, motherfucker. Fuck you.
Sit down.
Sit
Ah,
down.
so good.
Oh, yeah. So satisfying.
Okay. Now we don't
Can't
open it
end like this.
this time. I like how it's don't open it just because it's C4.
Go fetch.
Isn't that? Oh, you chose 3. No wonder we fucking died last time.
I tried. I didn't have any other option besides give him the key, which I didn't want to do because I thought that would give him all this power. 2, which would have me open it myself, or 3, where I'll just say it's all mine, and then I hope I had the option to back down.
You had Los Angeles in your hands, and you threw it all away. That's why you're not a leader. Why you'll never be anything but an errand.
I wonder if any of the choices mattered up until this point.
New World Order. Tell your anarchs, their days are numbered.
Oh, there he goes. He's scooting around.
See, this is our main
He looks like
protagonist here.
He looked like the Dark Souls 2 enemy that are just
The little
crawling on
crawly
the fly
guys,
and
yeah.
the poison. Yeah.
Now, sacrifice. Who are you?
Oh, shit.
There we go.
This time it's not us. Boom.
That's pretty good.
Okay, now what happens to us this time?
I want it to be a third lawn chair with me there.
There we go. Here's
that's
our true
pretty good
ending.
too.
Ah,
Yeah.
That was super janky and
Now
brief.
ain't that a beautiful thing? Hey, mess her up, buddy. I'm talking to you. You don't really talk much, do you? Hey, it happened just like you said. They never even knew what hit them. Threw that sarcophagus out there, and they just tore each other up trying to get to it.
Huh.
And the kid worked out all right, huh?
Remember, wherever we go, it is the blood of Cain which makes our fate. Farewell, vampire.
Huh.
I wonder if Taxi Man was the strongest vampire of all.
Well, I did see some things in forums where he's supposed to be Cain or something like that is one theory.
Just straight up Kane.
Yeah.
That'd be pretty interesting. Just Kane, just like, fuck it, I'm taxi driver, man. I'll chauffeur super little shitty vampires around town.
Like, that's what he's always been doing the entire time.
Hey, it's music.
Troika Games.
Music
a
was- we got so
short-lived but
little.
fun studio.
There were some great times. There were some not so great times.
Like, the entire last third act of the game could have been much better, I felt, if it had some more time.
I feel like
Just
if,
the combat sections were
Yeah.
just not fun.
I feel like if we had more soak, it might have been a little better, but it still would have been a lot of whacking back and forth.
Honestly, I enjoyed this game. Like, it's amazing for its time period. Like, to have this done in like 2000, like what was it, 2004?
Yep.
When it was released, and have all the dialogue options available, like all the different types of things you could do, and to have it voiced is a really impressive part. What time did KOTOR come out at? Because that's actually kind of what this game reminds me a little bit of with dialogue choice. And honestly, having a combat system kind of like that, I think would have maybe added to some of the fun.
Let's see. KOTOR.
Although I guess it does kind of have some of the same.
2003.
things as
So KOTOR actually came out a year before.
KOTOR. Yeah. Okay. But I mean, this was a really fun game, and honestly, I'm probably gonna replay it myself as Malkavian, probably a Malkavian chick, so I can go like boing boing all over the place and see
Well, if that's what
how
you're
powerful
after,
I am.
if that's what you're after, apparently there's a code in the game where you can just. There's just a breast enhancement code in the game.
Do they go even crazier on physics? I need to be just like killing everyone, just like expand.
Apparently the breasts are at a 1 and they can go up to a 3. So
Yes, just like all my fantasies.
just like my Japanese animes.
That's my fetish. Not really though.
Is it though? Is it not though? Are you sure? You're not lying to me here, are you?
Okay, let's look at there's John DiMaggio. Is there anyone else that we recognize from the top?
There's Grant Albert.
Steve Bloom sounds familiar. White Wolf Publishing.
Phil Lamar.
I really hope that Werewolf game comes out like this year, 2019, and I hope it's really good. I love this type of setting, this dark fantasy. It's a really fun game.
If it comes out, we're gonna play it.
Oh yeah, we're definitely gonna play that. As for the next game right now, probably like Darkest Dungeon, I think would be a fun one to kind of do in the interim up until
Darkest
Resident
Dungeon.
Evil 2 comes out.
Yeah.
Because I definitely want to play that.
We also have to play as Chris's story from Resident Evil 0, because we did Jill, right?
You mean Resident Evil 1? We played Resident Evil 1, the remake. We have to go and play Resident Evil 0 as well. So
That's
maybe
right, so-
we may have a Resident Evil off until the Resident Evil 2 comes out.
Darkest Dungeon, maybe what's the card game? God, I'm forgetting.
Oh, Slay the Spire?
Yeah, Slay the Spire some. I played a lot of that, and that's a lot of fun to do.
I think it'd be kind of fun to do like Darkest Dungeon and then just name it after subscribers or something like that, like the different people who come along in the party.
Okay, yeah, each is just a person.
And then just have the person like, oh, I want to be the sword fighter. Well, here comes sword fighter Justin or
Wizard
Jester Fuzzy.
Jester Fuzzy.
Something like that may be fun. But yeah, I definitely do kind of want to do the Resident Evil one. We had to do Chris's side. It's supposed to be kind of easier, like not easier, but damage output wise. And since we already know the puzzles, it'll be much quicker this time through than what we did earlier. That Resident Evil 0, and then Resident Evil 2 should come out, and that should be a pretty fun way to fill the schedule up. Some, like we said earlier, Darkest Dungeon thrown in, or maybe if there's another fun type of game that comes on this type of niche.
And what about Vampire?
Vampire, I don't know right now. Maybe after the Resident Evil. I'm not too hot on it, and it seems like a lot of the views of the game were
Mixed.
A lot of mixed stuff. So maybe it'd be a game we've used it further on in the future when we don't have a backlog of interesting games that I'm kind of looking forward to. You know, it's still a game that I would definitely do. What else could we do? Deus Ex is another fun series that was kind of in this vein, supposedly.
I got the games, baby. I always have the games.
We got the backlog. We got the catalog. The Cruise World. That's another thing we need to do. We start doing more Saturday Salt Bowls and Sunday Spookies. But overall, what was your impression of Vampire the Masquerade?
It looked like a fun game. Honestly, if I was just playing it by myself, it'd probably be a pretty fun game to just do whatever. But since we have to play the on camera, I've probably said this a couple times throughout, but the chopping mechanics of fighting 1v1 and just slapping the enemy and just taking the damage back.
Honestly, like that type of stuff is the reason why I had no qualm with doing cheats when it comes to combat stuff. The story stuff, I do kind of feel bad about when we got the book, but I did definitely get the side blinders of that. I didn't like doing that. I shouldn't do that anymore. But when it comes to combat stuff, I have no problem with cheating. When it comes to stuff where I'm already maxed out on my combat stuff, I have a strong weapon and my combat stuff, and still this person is just a big tank that's not going down health-wise.
It's kind of like a worse version of Skyrim combat, of Elder Scrolls combat, where you just whack at the enemy until they eventually die.
You mean Oblivion type stuff? Or, well, Skyrim at least has fun finishers, but yeah I kind of see the same thing as well.
Except the enemies had higher health bars.
Yeah.
In this.
Honestly, if the health skeleton would have gone down, that would have been a cool fight, you know, where it has the little minions popping down and everything else like that, as long as that's doing damage.
It'd be fine if you took more damage, as long as you dealt more damage.
Mm-hmm. I did like the ending. I do like how he showed up LaCroix. It would have been fun to also just go with him, and then we'd both be like, oh no! And then we both blow up as well. But I do like that Jack was kind of like the super badass for the entire series, because he was the funnest character, in my opinion. He definitely
wild card.
He had the most personality of everyone. I do wish that some of the other characters would have had more personality. Like, it was just basically the Prince and Jack that were, like, they took the front and center stage.
Nines was there, I guess?
Yeah, but he didn't really have a personality. Like, he was boring, in my opinion. Like, he was just like, hey, kid. I'm a
rebel. Yeah.
Rebel leader. At least Crazy Bitch that was underneath her had personality.
That was an interesting introduction into some of the characters.
And that's one thing I wish I didn't fuck up earlier as well, the haunted hotel.
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't seem like there's a real difference in between the story. You just get XP and you feel better as a person because
what happens if you save
close to eternity of damnation.
What happens if you save Jeanette? Have you gone further along there? Like, do they still talk to you normally, or?
I've saved Jeanette and they seem fine.
Do they just go like, "Hey, what's up?" and then they just don't talk to you anymore? Because if so, that'd be a little bit disappointing.
That's kind of what has happened. I haven't gone further in, so I'm not sure if they come back and they're like, "We're back," and they both have shotguns, one each hand.
Twins.
Oh, that's it. Is that really it? I guess that's it.
All right, that's it.
That's been Vampire the Masquerade. Solid game. 7 out of 10, 10 out of 10 with fries.
It's undercooked a little, so that's why it would be 8.5 for me, and it would have been a 10 if the combat system was a little bit better and if the finish was a little bit better.
Yeah, giving a legitimate score, I'd probably put it around 7.5, and that's me treating 5 as the neutral score. I like to treat 5 as neutral. Anything, if it doesn't go one way or another, I'll give a score of 5. But I like this game, so 7.5, 8.
I can definitely say how it was revolutionary, especially for just a role-playing aspect and it being really the only real vampire game in this genre. Like I don't know if any other real vampire games besides the new one that just came out that just kind of fill this
Niche.
hole.
Yeah.
The niche, yeah.
And it did it really well too.
I mean, there's a couple other like series in the Vampire Masquerade, but none of them are quite as good as Bloodlines from what I've read. And they're kind of the older ones, like 2000 or something else like that. That would be,
Would you be willing to play that at any point? Maybe?
If I was going to spend another time on like a RPG, it'd be something more like maybe KOTOR or like maybe try out what Deus Ex is all about because that's also supposed to be a longer game.
Yeah,
but,
we never really had any exposure to Deus Ex.
I mean, this is one of the longer ones that we've had on our channel, but is this the longest one or did Final Fantasy go on longer?
Final Fantasy went on for a long time.
Yeah, that was a bit of a disappointing series, but still pretty fun.
Apparently they kept adding stuff and more stuff and more stuff, and now it's actually supposed to be like a full game now.
You visit that on my own.
Because it really felt like the game was underdeveloped when we played it. It was fun, but underdeveloped.
But anyways, about the Masquerade. Come on, werewolf game. That's all. That's my party words. Come on, White Wolf with your cool werewolf game. Paradox, good studio. That's a good development team to have it under. Cyanide, I'm hesitant about. They had a fun game, a little bit janky, but hopefully with Paradox's backing, they'll be even better. But I guess see you guys next time.
See you guys next time.
Bye.
After this game, we'll be right back.